good morning. Got myself a little coffee. Got an onigiri as well on 7-Eleven. It's so hot. Like, it's ridiculous. It's only 9 o'clock. Melting. So I'm gonna go back, although this is hot coffee. I still wanted the normal coffee. I'm gonna go back to the reception or the lobby. Drink this. And I have a place that I want to go soon. I won't tell you yet because I have to figure out how to get there. But when I leave again, I'll tell you. I promise. Back into the hostel. Well, I'm back out. I had to buy this Pocari Sweat to replace all the fluids that I'm losing through sweat. It's not good. Pretty bad. And the wind is kind of tricking you into thinking, it's not that bad, you know. Who cares? A bit of wind will keep it cool. No, believe me, it's not. If anything, it's like when you open an oven door and the wind's coming out. But anyway, going ahead today, I asked the receptionist for a couple of tips. And he said I should go to the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Park / Memorial Hall. Now, I don't know an awful lot about it. I know a bit about Chiang Kai-shek. And I'm interested to check this place out because he's such a controversial figure in Taiwan and in China throughout history. So I kind of like to see what the park is like. So I think we should head along and just have a little wander around, check it out for ourselves. But I have a mission first. I need to find a hat. And I don't know where I'm going to find them. I think I have to go to the Japanese store, Daiso. I know they sell them, and every shop I've come across that's selling like clothes and bits, they don't sell hats, they only sell slippers and like Crocs. So that's the mission for today. We go forward. Well, I got me hat. Honestly, I was just going to get a little cap, but this thing is much better. It covers the back of your neck. It's great. It might look a bit silly, but everybody's wearing them, so I don't really mind too much. And I guess we're crossing here. 46 seconds, so plenty of time. It's a nice little place, isn't it? Big place. Oh look, this woman has a hat like me. Pretty cool. But yeah, it's you wouldn't think it because, like, obviously on a map Taiwan is not that big, and in general it isn't that big, but when you're walking around places like this, when they're so open, it makes them feel a lot bigger than they are, which is nice. I guess they're using the space in a good way or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, it makes it feel real wide open, spacious, even though technically it's not, you know. But they're doing a good job with it. It's clean. Public transport's great. Prices are pretty good. So you can't really go wrong, can you? Except the weather. Now we're almost at the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Park. Now, Chiang Kai-shek is a very, very controversial figure in Taiwan and in China, just because of his party's actions. Like, I suppose it's like every political party, isn't it? They've all done some things that are questionable, to say the least. But yeah, Chiang Kai-shek was kind of, you know, people did like him. He was, I guess, considered the person who unified China, you know. But at the same time, people said, you know, when Japan took over Manchuria, that he was too passive. He didn't really take action early. There was a lot of kind of political oppression, which you can say about that now, I guess, in China. If you know, I don't want to say political oppression. That's not right. But you know, just not really competition. You know what I mean? And also having cronies in there, all his buddies in government. But regardless of what the man was like, This park when you walk to the front of it is very impressive. Look at this. My God. I'm gonna walk further up, but you can see it's lovely. Lovely white gateways in. Like temple over here and there, and the memorial hall at the end. I'm gonna take a walk around this area and check it out. Yeah, we just take a walk over to this kind of temple looking building. Not sure what it is. But yeah, as I said, Chiang Kai-shek was, by his supporters, he's kind of seen as the one who unified China after all of its years of having warlords and fighting factions. He's also, actually, give him credit, he's credited with protecting a lot of the valuables and kind of historical relics in China from the Japanese invasion. So he protected them, and actually a lot of them he brought here to Taiwan, and a lot of them are in that museum we passed. The size of this place, I don't really know what it is. I might have a little look. There's a sign here. Beautiful though, really nice. I suppose the weather is also making it look better, you know, shining off the golden plaques and whatever. So this is the National Concert Hall. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Well, I'll walk through it just because it's cool. Temperature wise, no, cool. And so it's a restaurant as well. Oh, interesting. A few vending machines. Yeah, lovely view though when you come out here into the main like plaza area. So that's the concert hall. Now I wonder what that one is. There's more people sitting over here. Maybe it's just because it's in the shade that they're sitting there. Actually, do you know what? That's not a bad idea. When I have a look around, I might just go up there and have a little sit down for a few minutes. I'm not tired around. You know, I like walking around, but it's just the heat is draining me a little bit. And you know what? This warm water does not help. It doesn't help one bit. I'd rather not have any water, to be honest. But who am I to complain? There's people that have no access to water, and I'm here complaining about having warm water. So puts things into perspective, doesn't it? First world problems. Look at this. Gorgeous. Well, the wind is actually kicking in now, so I'm gonna find out when I'm doing this if the wind protector is even worth it. I'll go over to that one on the way out because I can just do a little loop around, but I'll check the map here. Looks like there's a little concert thing over here. So where am I? I'm here. This is Democracy Boulevard. Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, Guangzhou Pond. So there's a pond on each side. Okay, do you know what then? I'm thinking we go around this pond and then come up to the Memorial Hall, and then, because I do like walking around little parks, you know. What do you think? Okay, then let's go. Fine. You see the fish? Sometimes when you're looking at the water afterwards on the camera, you don't realise that cameras often pick up a lot more glare than you think. Especially the water, you might be looking at it saying, geez, those fish, it's real clear to see them, but when you're looking at them on the camera, you're saying, hold on, I thought there were fish there. Nice little birds going around. Look at that tree. Actually, do you know what? It's a bit weird because it took me, well, actually I only arrived yesterday, but it took me mostly till today to get used to having the camera in my hand again. You kind of forget about it then after the day, but you know, at first you're kind of holding the camera and you're thinking, I don't really want to be, you know, you do feel you get the little stage fright, if you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, like, these people don't really care, first of all, and even if they did care, they're gonna forget you after today or after an hour, and you're never gonna see them again. So realistically, it doesn't make a difference what you do. video if you want, take photos if you want. So while I was walking around this way, I read on a little signboard that on the hour, every hour until 5 o'clock, there's a changing of the guards in front of it. So I'm going to try and get a look at that now. That's in 3 minutes, so I'm actually very lucky. I spotted that. I was just going to go into the little like gift area, gift shop kind of thing. So it looks like they're getting ready for it here. Let's check that out. That was very cool. Let's battle these steps to the top in this heat. There's not many steps, but it feels like there is with the heat beaming down on you. The view behind me is still nice. Very clean. I don't know how those guards can do that, to be honest. Imagine me trying to spin those guns around. Not a chance. I'd let them drop every time, especially with everyone watching and filming you. Nah, a crack. Almost there. I wonder what it looks like inside. I don't even know what is inside. Hope it's not like the Sun Yat-sen Memorial in Nanjing. Because once you got to it, you had to like keep your phone in your pocket, and I don't think this is the same though. Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just an open hall. I'm sweating. Jesus. Okay. So there's a statue of Chiang Kai-shek. Well, that was actually quite nice. At least you can kind of look around inside. But see, with the Sun Yat-sen, when you went in, you had to go around, like you couldn't stop. You know, you had to just go around the statue and come back out. So that was nice that you could take a bit of time to look at the detail and stuff in there. But I was just talking to a volunteer. One of them came over and asked me where I was from. I was just talking for a minute, but she said, I asked, was his body somewhere here? Was it like a tomb? But she said, no, that's about an hour away. It's a park with lots of statues of Chiang Kai-shek. That's basically his park, you know. But she actually said that, I don't know what year it stopped, but previously all of the temples in Taiwan, or most of them, or a lot, I think she said all, but anyway, let's just say a lot, just in case I heard her wrong. They used to have a statue of Chiang Kai-shek as you entered the temple grounds, or the temple itself. So you would have to bow, you see him first, and then you enter the temple, but they done away with that, they took them out. So I guess that's a bit controversial, isn't it? It's kind of like worshipping someone. I know that happens in a lot of countries, but it seems like they wanted to get away from that then, you know. But which you can understand. You get that, it makes sense. We gotta go inside now. I don't know if it's just a gift shop or if there's a little history thing, but if it's a gift shop I'm not going to show you, but if it's a history thing we'll just have a little small little gander at it. It was nice in there. Well, it was just mostly exhibitions, also art exhibitions, so there's no point to me recording any video of that, because you can just look at art online, you know, you can check what exhibitions on anywhere and you can find pictures, so it's not the same, you know, you have to be there in person. But I do want to get something from this vending machine. I saw this cool. Is it? I forget his name. Oh, it says it there. Ginger Ito. I knew it was something Ito, but I'm gonna try it. It's a. I don't know whether to get grape or strawberry. Kind of thinking grape. Might be a bit more refreshing, especially if it's a soda. So I need to make sure I have cons. That would be pretty important, wouldn't it? Wait, have I? Yes, I do. 40 exactly. So here we go. Something's gonna go wrong, I have a feeling. And now, which picture looks cooler? This one, right? I'm worried that this is going to be warm, now that I think of it. Please don't be warm. Please. Oh, it's ice cold. I didn't get the same picture, but look, it's pretty cool, right? Well, I think it's time that I sat in the shade, which I'm doing now. It just happens to be that time. And try out this Japanese Ramen sparkling water grape flavour. I'm sure it's going to be like any other sparkling grape flavoured water, but we'll see. It's refreshing. It's nothing special. I mean, it's nice. It's kind of like grape chewing gum flavour, if you know what I mean. But it's just the coldness is really, really worth paying 40 Taiwanese dollars for. Not that, you know, I know the water is warm, and water is still water at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if it's warm or cold, I'm still getting hydrated, but I'd rather feel at least cool down when I'm drinking it, not melting. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little visit to the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Garden slash Plaza, I suppose. It's quite nice little place just to check out. Well, it's a little place, it's a big place, but it's nice to see it anyway because it's not that far from where I'm staying, and it's worth just kind of going here while I'm in Taipei. So yeah, pretty happy I came along. So that's that for this video. I will catch you in the next one. Still have a couple of plans, weather permitting. It's always going to be down to the weather. Yeah, so we'll figure it out when the time comes along. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you soon.